my beloved child, come closer. Not because something is wrong, but because you have been standing watch for a very long time. I see how alert you are, even when nothing is happening, even when the room is quiet, even when the moment is gentle. Your body stays ready, ready to respond, ready to defend, ready to protect. You did not choose this. This vigilance was learned. There were moments when being unguarded cost you something, when relaxing made you vulnerable, when trusting meant being hurt. So your body adapted before your mind could decide. It learned to scan, to anticipate, to prepare, and this preparation kept you safe once. It helped you survive what you could not control. But beloved, what once protected you is now exhausting you. You have been living as if danger is always near, as if something must be watched, as if peace requires supervision. So even when you rest, part of you stays awake, listening, checking, waiting. This is not because you lack faith. It is because your nervous system remembers threat more clearly than safety. You learn to protect yourself because no one else did in the moments that mattered. So you became your own shield, strong, capable, always ready. But shields are heavy. When carried too long, they turn moments of rest into moments of tension. They make closeness feel unsafe. They turn silence into something suspicious. I know how tiring this is, to never fully relax, to never fully arrive, to always be one breath away from bracing. You may not even notice how guarded you are. It has become normal, the tight jaw, the held breath, the quick reactions. This is not strength. This is survival. That never received permission to end. Beloved, you are not weak. For needing protection, you are not broken. For staying guarded, you are not wrong. For learning to defend yourself. But I want you to know something gently. You do not need to protect yourself here. Here, nothing is trying to take from you. Nothing is trying to cross your boundaries. Nothing is demanding a response. You can lower your guard without being invaded. You can soften your stance without being overrun. You can breathe without being surprised. Your body may resist this idea. It may tighten at the thought of not being ready. This resistance is not intuition. It is memory, a memory that believes. Constant vigilance equals safety, but safety is not created by tension. It is created by presence. And I am present with you now. I am not watching from a distance. I am not waiting to step in if things go wrong. I am here, between you and anything that could harm you. You do not need to stand guard anymore. Not all at once, not everywhere, just here, just now. Let your shoulders drop a fraction. Let your breath deepen without checking. Let your eyes soften without scanning. Nothing happens. No danger appears. No loss arrives. This moment holds, and I am holding it with you. Stay. There is more I want to show you about what real safety feels like when you are truly seen. My beloved child, stay with me. I want to speak gently to the belief that keeps your guard raised. Even when you are tired, you learn that protection was the same as safety, that if you stayed alert, nothing could surprise you, that if you prepared for harm, you could avoid it, that if you defended yourself early, you would not be wounded later. This belief kept you alive, but it is not the same as peace. Protection is something you do. Safety is something you experience. Protection requires effort. Safety allows rest. Protection keeps you watching. Safety lets you be. Protection tightens your body. Safety softens it. You have been protecting yourself for so long that safety feels unfamiliar. So when things become quiet, your body grows suspicious. It asks, what am I missing? What should I be watching for? Why does this feel too calm? Beloved, calm is not a trap. Stillness is not a setup. Silence is not hiding danger. These sensations only feel unsafe because your body learned. That danger came without warning, so now it believes that warning must be constant. But constant protection does not create safety. It only creates exhaustion. You think safety comes from being ready, but safety comes from being held. Held does not mean restrained. Held means supported. Held means there is something stronger carrying what you no longer need to. You have been carrying your own shield because there was no one else to stand between you and harm. So you became your own defender. But defenders never rest. They never lean back. They never unclench. And over time, defending becomes your identity. You no longer notice how tense you are. You no longer feel how braced your body remains. You call this being responsible, being strong, being wise, but wisdom knows when to stop guarding. Protection says, I must be ready. Safety says, I am already held. Protection scans the room. Safety stays present. Protection anticipates harm. Safety trusts the ground beneath it. You are not wrong, for choosing protection. It was the best option you had. But it is not the only option anymore. You do not need to protect yourself. When nothing is attacking, you do not need to stay alert. When nothing is being demanded, you do not need to brace. When you are not about to be struck, your body may not believe this yet. It has learned protection through repetition. So safety feels theoretical, like an idea, like something other people experience. But safety is not an idea. It is a sensation. And sensations are learned through experience, not instruction. That is why I am not telling you to stop protecting yourself. I am showing you that you are already safe in this moment. Notice your breath. Is it shallow or deep? Notice your shoulders. Are they lifted or resting? Notice your jaw. Is it clenched or loose? These are not moral questions. They are information. Your body is telling you how much it believes it must protect you. I am not disappointed by your tension. I understand it, but I want you to experience something different. Here you are not responsible for scanning the horizon. Here you are not required to anticipate loss. Here you are not expected to manage the outcome. I am here between you and harm, before danger. After fear, I am not asking you to drop your shield. I am asking you to set it down for a moment and see what happens. Nothing rushes in, nothing takes advantage, nothing crosses your boundaries. This is safety, not because you are alert, but because you are held. Protection makes you feel prepared. Safety makes you feel present. Protection keeps you upright. Safety allows you to settle. You were never meant to live in constant defense. Defense is a season, not a home. You have stayed in it because no one told you it was okay to leave. I am telling you now, you do not need to protect yourself here. You can let your guard lower without danger filling the space. You can let your breath deepen without something going wrong. You can let your body rest without being surprised. This is not a test. Nothing will suddenly happen to prove you wrong. Safety does not disappear. When you stop watching it, it becomes visible. Stay with me. There is one more layer I want to show you. Something your body has been waiting for without knowing how to ask. My beloved child, come a little closer. There is something your body has been waiting for. Longer than you realize. It is not instruction. It is not reassurance spoken quickly. It is not advice. It is being seen, not watched, not evaluated, not monitored. Seen. Your body learned to stay alert. because it learned it was unseen. In moments that mattered, when pain happened quietly, when fear had no witness, when tears were swallowed, when your reactions were misunderstood or ignored. So your system concluded something very simple. If no one sees me, I must stay ready, ready to explain, ready to justify, ready to protect, ready to survive alone. This readiness settled into your muscles, your breath, your posture, and over time it became invisible to you. You forgot what it felt like to not be watching yourself, to not be monitoring the room, to not be bracing for impact. Your body has been asking one question over and over again. Is anyone truly here with me? When the answer felt uncertain, your body stayed tense, because tension feels safer than abandonment. Beloved, your body does not rest because it is told to. It rests when it knows it is not alone, when it senses presence that is steady, when it feels witnessed without demand, when it knows someone is paying attention without judgment. That is why I am not rushing you. That is why I am not asking you to relax on command. That is why I am here with you now. I see you, not the version you present, not the one who stays composed, not the one who manages everything. I see the subtle tightening when you feel uncertain. I see the way your breath shortens when something feels unpredictable. I see how quickly you prepare to defend yourself, even when no one is attacking, and I do not need you to change any of this. Being seen does not require correction. It requires presence. Your body has been carrying a belief. If I soften, no one will notice if I get hurt. So it stayed firm. But look at me. I am noticing you now. I am not distracted. I am not halfway present. I am not leaving. My attention is steady. And steady attention changes how the body responds. Notice what happens when you imagine this, not forcing it, just noticing. The way your shoulders may drop a fraction, the way your breath may deepen without effort, the way your jaw may unclench without instruction. This is not coincidence. This is regulation. Your nervous system is responding to being witnessed, not fixed, not analyzed, simply held in awareness. Your body does not need protection when it feels seen, because being seen means you are not alone. Being seen means someone will notice if something goes wrong. Being seen means you do not have to anticipate harm to survive it. You have been acting, as if no one would notice if you were hurt again. So you stayed ready. But I am here. I will notice. I will respond. You do not need to be faster than danger. You do not need to be stronger than harm. You do not need to outthink loss. Your body can rest because you are not unseen. You are not invisible. You are not alone in your experience. I am here before your reactions. I am here during your fear. I am here after your defenses. I am not asking you to trust blindly. I am asking you to feel what is already happening, that right now nothing is being demanded of you, that right now nothing is being taken, that right now your body is allowed to not be on watch. Your muscles may still hold. That is okay. Release comes gradually when safety is consistent. I am not leaving the moment you soften. I am not withdrawing. When you lower your guard, I am not disappointed by your hesitation. Your body learned caution because caution once saved you. I honor that. But I want you to experience something new, to feel what it is like to exist in a moment where nothing needs to be defended, where nothing needs to be explained, where nothing needs to be anticipated. Just being seen, held. This is not vulnerability. This is co-regulation. This is your system learning. That presence can replace protection. That attention can replace vigilance. That being witnessed can replace being on guard. You do not need to convince yourself you are safe. Your body will learn it by staying here with me. Let your awareness rest on what you can feel right now. The support beneath you, the steadiness around you, the absence of threat. Nothing rushes in, nothing collapses, nothing demands your reaction. This is not because you are ready. It is because you are seen. And when you are seen, your body no longer has to work so hard to keep you alive. Stay with me. There is one final truth I want to speak over you, one that gathers everything together and lets your guard finally rest. My beloved child, you can lower your guard now, not because you have proven anything, not because you are strong enough, not because the world has suddenly changed, but because you are not alone here. I know how automatic your protection has become, how quickly your body tightens, how instinctively you prepare. You did not choose this habit. It was shaped by moments when safety did not arrive on time. So you became your own shelter, your own defense, your own watchful presence. That was wisdom then. But wisdom also knows when a season has ended. You do not need to protect yourself here. Here, nothing is trying to cross your boundaries. Here, Nothing's trying to take advantage of your softness. Here, nothing requires you to be alert. You may not trust this immediately. Your body might hesitate. It might ask, "How long will this last?" Beloved, I am not offering you a fragile peace. I am offering you presence. Presence that does not disappear. When you relax, presence that does not test you. The moment you soften, presence that does not withdraw. When you stop watching, I am not waiting for you to make a mistake so I can step in. I am already here, between you and anything that could harm you, before fear forms, before tension returns, before the need to defend arises. You do not have to stand guard. While I am with you, you do not have to stay ready to deserve safety. You do not have to earn rest. By exhausting yourself first, you are allowed to be unarmed in my presence. This does not make you careless. It makes you held. Notice how your body responds to this truth. The subtle release in your shoulders, the breath that deepens without permission, the quiet that settles behind your eyes. This is not weakness. This is recognition. Your body recognizes. When it does not have to work so hard, protection kept you alive, but it never let you live fully. Safety allows you to exist without bracing. Protection prepares for harm. Safety trusts presence. You have been preparing for harm for so long that safety feels unfamiliar. But unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. It means new. You are not betraying yourself by letting go. You are not abandoning your wisdom. You are allowing a wiser truth to take the lead, that you do not have to manage every possible outcome, that you do not have to anticipate every possible threat, that you do not have to keep watch every moment, because I am watching, not with suspicion, with care, not with urgency, with steadiness. I see before anything happens, and I am not overwhelmed. You can rest your vigilance here. You can let your defenses soften without being invaded. You can allow your breath to slow without being surprised. Nothing is waiting to strike. Nothing is hiding in the quiet. Nothing is about to take advantage of your rest. Your guard can come down. Because you are covered, you may still feel the impulse to stay alert. That is okay. Do not fight it. Just do not obey it. Let it pass through without tightening around it. Protection will loosen when it realizes it is no longer needed. This happens gradually, naturally, without force. I am not asking you to be brave. I'm not asking you to trust blindly. I am asking you to feel what is already true in this moment, that you are not being threatened, that you are not being tested, that you are not being evaluated. You are being held in attention, held in care, held in presence. Your body does not need to be on alert when it is not alone. Your heart does not need to stay guarded when it is being met. Your spirit does not need to brace when nothing is demanding defense. You can let your hands relax. You can let your posture soften. You can let the constant readiness come to an end. You are safe here, not because you are prepared, but because you are seen. Not because you are strong, but because you are supported. Not because you are protected by effort, but because you are surrounded by presence. I am not leaving. When you soften, I am not stepping back. When you rest, I am not disappointed. When you stop guarding, I remain steady, unmoved. You do not have to protect yourself here. You can stay. You can breathe. You can rest your vigilance. Let the quiet settle. Let your body learn what it feels like to not be on watch. Let your nervous system discover that safety can be felt, not enforced. I am with you, and here nothing needs defending. Rest now.